It's an action film that we haven't seen before, and it's filled with surprises, and it puts someone at the center that is very unexpected in extraordinary circumstances, and hopefully a lot of people can relate to him. We wanted to create one of those globe-trotting action films that we long for in the cinema, that demands being on the big screen, and so we started out in London. We have DC in the film. We have France, locations from Paris to Marseille. We travel all the way to Istanbul, shutting down bridges, shutting down train stations. It's one of those films. It takes you all over the world and puts you right in the driver's seat.
It feels really surreal to finally be able to share it. We started working on the film in the summer of 2023, I think, and we had, we got shut down by the strikes briefly, and then came back, and so it feels really exciting. And especially, I'm a New Yorker, so it's nice to be here in my hometown. A lot of people can relate to feeling like they lost somebody and wanting to do something to feel like themselves or to feel powerful again, and so I love watching Heller's journey through this film as an audience member. There's something in it for a lot of different people. It kicks off with this beautiful relationship, and then there's big action, some familiar spy thriller things without giving too much away. And obviously then there's Rami and Lawrence at the center, these brilliant actors.
It has a very, very interesting spin in that it's about a man who is not a field agent. He's not a secret agent. He's not a superhero. He's an average guy. He's above average in terms of his intellect, which is why he works at the CIA, excuse me. And he uses his wits and his imagination and resourcefulness and a little bit of training from somebody, me, to go out and, seek retribution for his wife's murder. That's one of the wonderful things about this movie. It has an international feel. We were in London, we were in Paris, we were in Istanbul, we were in Marseille, we were in Langley, Virginia, we were in DC. So it really has an international scope and feeling, and I think people will enjoy that. My hope is that we've done our job well enough that the people enjoy the movie. And that's really all I can ask for.
A lot of things have to come together in order to make a really good film. In a way, the sun, the moon, and the stars have to align, and that's what happened on this occasion. This is a film that delivers on every level. It's got a great performance in the leading role. Rami is terrific in this part. James Hawes is an excellent director who keeps the thing moving. It's like it taxis down the runway and then it takes off like a jet plane. The supporting cast are all superb. The action sequences are original and exciting. There's not a single dull moment in the movie. It's never. If once it starts going, it just doesn't stop. And this is one that I'm really happy that I'm in. This is one that I was really proud to be part of. I think when you can find a story that makes sense, to do that, and they did it so masterfully. They're in Russia, they're in Spain, they're in Turkey, they're here, I think that is going to make the film more interesting for the global audience, and that's become an ever more important part, of a film's success. Is we have to make films that are going to appeal to European audiences and South American audiences and Asian audiences. It has to have the right combination of quality. It's got to be a good story, it has to be well acted, it has to be well directed, and that's what we have here. So I'm very, very optimistic about the prospect prospects for this movie.
The filmmaking itself was an adventure. You know, we're going from the UK to Latvia to Paris to Marseille to Istanbul. You know, the whole process was quite a quest. It's a really rich film in terms of action, character, humor, and scale. It does it in a big way. Some of the set pieces are, I think, pretty distinctive out there. So it's for the audience to think of as a big screen theater event.
We started this 11 years ago. I started writing this on speculation of getting paid in 2014. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm very excited, a little nervous, but I think it's going to be great. What's great is the character of Charlie Heller is an everyman, and I think that's a little different from what we've been seeing in movies. I mean, I love all movies, but people are really connecting with this trailer. They say, I saw your trailer, it looks great. And I think, well, what's the hook? You know, I think it's the everyman character up against this giant faceless thing that's coming after him, and can he survive? You know, I thought about that. I think it's Rami Malek's character's dealing with his moral compass the entire time he's getting revenge. He doesn't know if he should be doing this, and he should be continuing. So he's not just a mindless assassin, you know, killing people. Every time it takes a toll, every time he's wondering, should I continue? So I'm hoping people see the character and love the character.
It is an espionage thriller, and it's really exciting, and it's so epic, but it takes place in so many different countries across the world. And, you know, I think it's not very often productions kind of allow that to happen anymore. I mean, just how amazing Rami is in this. He's wonderful. I think this is such a great vehicle for him. He's like such a unique, the character Heller is so unique, and there's just such an amazing cast of characters around him. I'm so excited for tonight. I mean, we were so lucky we got to show it in London a couple of nights ago, and the audience was laughing and hollering, and you're like, you know, when you see it in a small screening room by yourself, it's like such a strange experience, because you're like, oh, it's me. But when you watch it with a group of people and getting everybody back into cinemas like that, it's really fun.
We hope it's really a movie for anybody and everybody, and that it takes the audience on a journey around the world, and in ways that we took them to places in those cities you don't normally see. Because in truth, what we learned is that where spies go is not to the Arc de Triomphe or to the Eiffel Tower. They're lurking in other places, and we actually wanted to take the audience where they would go and show them a different face of Europe.
As we kind of push through the movie, the colder he gets, the harder it gets. The locations sort of reflect that journey that he's on. So we found that to be a really compelling aspect to it as well.
People just really love movies, and that communal experience of seeing something and just saying wow collectively. This is the movie.